what if we could actually create nostalgia for the present as a way to express gratitude or even like optimize our life such that when we look back on it, we are able to very easily and sort of rationally idealize. So I was
Mhm.
talking to that guy Clay, and he was like, it's a very interesting exercise to try to create nostalgia for the present because sometimes what I'll do is when I feel stressed about getting older, I'm like looking in the mirror and I'm like, she's tired. And I start to think about my adolescent years as better somehow, which is so delulu because I fucking hated being a teenager. I will do this exercise where I imagine that I'm actually 72. I'm 72 years old. And someone tells me all of a sudden, guess what? At the snap of my figures, at the snap of my fingers, you get to go back and be 32 again. And then suddenly I'm like so grateful to be only 32. I'm like, oh my God, I have my whole life ahead of me. And we can sort of optimize our life for nostalgia based on what science says about memories that we tend to perceive as warm and fuzzy, like time spent with family, highly social connections, even if they're not fully positive, like, going and visiting with a loved one who's unwell, reconnecting with a friend who we once cut out as being toxic. And some people are meant to be cut out, but I think we're very quick to cut people out these days. Nostalgia is like bittersweet, right? And like we love the feeling of nostalgia, but when we think back on those memories, they're not wholly positive. And so I love that idea because I'm like, I am truly spending too much time on memories that I will not look back on fondly. Like, no one ever is nostalgia for like all that time they spent making amazing Instagram reels. Like, you're nostalgia for time that you spent with those who mean a lot to you, like
Mhm.
looking at the sky.
It's
So,
so funny you say this. This is literally my life. In the
yeah.
last few years, I've become obsessed with looking back on my life later because, you know, I've said this a few times on the podcast. I got incredibly sick at the end of 2022, and it was after an incredibly successful run in my career. And I should have been on cloud nine, but my body was fucked. My brain was fucked. I was lonely. I was sad. I missed my friends. My friends missed me. And I was like, what if this is all over now? What if my life is over or my life as I knew it is over? Would I be thrilled about the way that I spent the last few years or the last decade? No, no, I'm very grateful for the adventures I got to have, but I don't think that on my deathbed I'll take those memories with me, apart from meeting Keanu Reeves, you know, apart from that one, which
Yeah.
which actually was worth it. It was worth all the pain. But it sent me into a spiral of existential. I don't even want to say crisis because it was like an existential breakthrough where I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, okay, I'm making all the memories. And I have started taking like 1 second videos uh throughout the day when something really wonderful is happening, like a moment of friends laughing or Googling gossip together or eating a really good pastry with my boyfriend or going for a beautiful
Ugh.
walk in France. Like I've started to live my life intentionally, and I don't put these videos out publicly. They're just private videos for us to be able to remember the moment. And I watch these videos shortly after because I realize how quickly I've forgotten everything I did that week or a month ago. So I
Yeah.
constantly watch these videos and I get that immediate tingle, that dopamine rush that comes with
Yes.
the nostalgia.